Okay, we're here at the final episode of Loki. I really enjoyed this show. It may be one of my favorite shows. It might be my current favorite show. I might even like it more than WandaVision on some level, mostly because I like the deepness and the heavy philosophy and everything, like discussions and just the general talk about time travel. It's just so fun for me, and alternate timelines and multiverse and all that cool stuff. They set up a lot, and I really love Sylvie so far. But before we go into this final episode, I wanted to just say real quick that that castle at the end, I've had a lot of thoughts on it. And it, of course, they match up with what I've read online as well, which is that it looks like Castle Doom. And that would be cool. It would be quite a surprise. And it would be a great way to set up a Fantastic Four movie. However, it's a bit premature, especially since at least at this point, it doesn't seem that the MCU version of Fantastic Four is even into production yet. They might be into pre-production, but even that's not confirmed. The other idea that's out there is that it is Castle Limbo, which is neat because that's kind of directly correlates with time and everything, but there's like a gravitational pull and it works well with the Thor comics. And then another idea is that it's Castle Loki. And that is very possible. That's probably my second greatest idea. And that would be sensible considering this whole series has been literally about Loki. Not just because of the title, but it is literally about him in every way. So I think it's entirely possible that that is what we're going to see, which will be a little underwhelming. So I don't think they're going to do that. It seems weird to reveal a big villain at this point in this series because we would have already been introduced to them. So whether it's the woman who is running the TVA, which it isn't, the only other thing I can think of is that it is Loki once again himself, and he's just another variant of himself that's the bad guy, which would be kind of cool because it means like in a weird way Loki is responsible for, you know, the perfect timeline and all that stuff. The last option, and it's the one I like the most, is a place called the House of Ideas, which is literally where the multiverse sort of started. And I'm hoping that's the case. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm excited. This was a long opener, but it's also the last episode of this series for now until they make a season 2, which I doubt they will, but we'll see what happens. So without further ado, let's get to the final episode of my reaction to Loki.
I'm gonna watch with you just like I always do. With all the magic here, we're keeping busy. This show will bring you joy, cause I'm a massive fanboy. There's just so much to see when Mr. Does Disney.
It's totally the House of Ideas. It's so wild, so trippy.
Aren't you going to tell me not to kick the door
Right.
in?
Never made a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you think it's a bad idea, I prefer you to speak your mind.
No. Nothing to say.
That'll be a first.
It's just you know.
Okay, shut up. I was pruned before you even existed. I have been waiting for this moment my entire life. I just need a second to get my head straight, okay?
The dynamic between Loki and her, it's just wild. He's truly such a different Loki here. There's the villain. This Minutes is the villain,
Welcome to the Citadel at the end of time.
I assume.
Come on.
But I didn't say it the way I did. I think at one point I did.
Y'all had an awfully long journey to get here. He's impressed. The TVA can keep doing its vital work, and y'all can live the lives you've always wanted.
And what have we always wanted?
Now, don't play coy with me. The Battle of New York, silly. You versus those self-righteous Avengers. How would you like to win? But not just there. You can kill Thanos.
Ooh. Oh.
You want the Infinity Gauntlet? Yours. Throne of Asgard? No
You have to be an idiot to believe.
What about you, Missy? All those years.
They're not
on
gonna
the
let a
road,
time like that exist.
desperate, alone. Two Lokis in the same place.
Both of us. Wow. Together on the timeline.
It's crazy, but he could make it work. All of it. And you can have it all together.
No, they're gonna say no.
It's fiction.
We write our own destiny now.
Good luck with that.
This isn't what I asked for.
I know, but he thinks this'll be more useful.
Who?
Happy reading.
Okay, that explains a lot.
Are we sure he's even still alive?
Wait, what? Oh my god, it really is him? Kang?
The two of you, same person. I mean, it's a little unnatural, but wild.
He who remains.
He who remains. She's still calling me that. Creepy. Right. I like it.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, let's talk from my office.
Just a little bit easier to kill.
Come on in.
What? I mean, am I mistaken? Isn't that Kang? Isn't that who they cast? This is not what I expected. These last episodes, they're getting better at this stuff. Ooh, 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 ooh.
If anyone was ever going to make it back from the void, I suppose it was going to be you.
Oh, well, you know, one man's void is another man's piece of cake.
Yeah.
I couldn't let you get in the way of our mission.
Mission?
Wow.
Timekeepers are fake. We're all variants. What mission?
It can't have been for nothing. That's why I had to prune you. Hunter D90 to my office immediately.
Now that we know your secret.
What did you do?
Fremont, Ohio? It's not too far from where I grew up.
What the hell are you doing in my school? We have a lot to talk about.
Long journey for you, hasn't it? A lot of running.
So that's her mission.
And you.
I just can't believe what
Flee
we're
on the back
seeing.
of a dragon. In for one hell of a ride. But you did manage to hang on.
I really didn't think this is what we were getting. I'm still
I guess that
surprised.
counts for something.
I'm not sure you quite understand the situation. You've lost. We found you.
Of course you did. Ooh, a swing of a miss.
And this is going to be the villain of Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Can't kill me because I already know what's going to happen.
It's a parlor trick.
Okay. Don't you wonder how I'm able to get out of the way just before you kill me?
This is so
Because of that
different.
little tempad you have there.
It's a weird character for him.
How do I already have it loaded up with everything I need to know to keep from being killed by you two? I know it all. And I've seen it all. That little look by the lake. Quite sentimental, very touching stuff.
Oh my.
No, we broke out of your little game. That's how we got here.
No, I paved the road.
What?
You just walked down it. It needs to happen to get us all in the right mindset to finish the quest.
It's all a manipulation.
Interesting
Coming from the master.
that your head would go to that. You think you can trust this guy?
Don't listen to him.
Don't listen to him. Do you think you're even capable of trusting anyone at all?
Someone created the timekeepers. They created this whole place. They gave us all purpose. I have to.
This
believe
motive of
they
her
don't use it.
character
No,
feels
because
almost
I've seen
annoying.
more waiting for people when they get.
I mean, it makes sense,
Nothing
but-
necessary about that.
You know what would happen if we didn't prune the timeline?
What?
Chaos.
Free will?
Free will? Only one person gets free will. The one in charge.
That's kind of what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking last week. Like, the only reason is just because she's delusional.
Beautiful. You betrayed me.
No, you betrayed me. Eons of friendship. And you threw it all away on a couple of Lokis. No, Mobius, I didn't betray you.
We can't take away people's free will, Ravonna. Do you not see that? Wait, stop. Look, maybe we can build this into something better.
I'm sorry, Mobius.
I'm not gonna let you go.
You're of no danger to me.
Is that what you think? Let's see.
God, what is her deal?
Where are you gonna go?
In search of free will.
Love that, and I love how the music has shifted all of a sudden.
I understand your moral objections to what the TVA does. Without the me,
Hey.
everything burns.
And what are you so afraid of?
Me.
And just who are you?
I've been dubbed many names by many people. A ruler,
It's him.
a conqueror,
Yeah, okay.
he who remains, a jerk.
So not what I was
But
expecting.
it's not as simple as a name. Before the TVA, a variant of myself lived on Earth in the
Oh, they're
31st.
doing this. That's awesome.
He was a scientist, and he discovered that there were universes stacked on top of his own. At the same time,
So we're just straight up
other
doing
versions
this.
of us were learning the same thing. Naturally, they made contact, and for a while, there was peace. They shared technology and knowledge.
It's a weird way to approach a character
Using
like
the best
this.
of their universes to improve the others. Not every version of me was so pure of heart. Some of us. New worlds meant only one thing: new lands to be conquered. The peace between realities erupted
The heck?
into all-out war. Each variant fighting to preserve their universe and annihilate the others. This is almost the end, ladies and gentlemen, of everything and everyone.
And then the timekeepers
weirdest
came
approach.
along and saved us all.
Nope, this is where we diverge from the dogma. That first variant encountered
What in the hell?
created from all the tears in reality, capable of consuming time and space.
Eliath.
I weaponized Eliath, and I ended the multiversal war. Once I isolated our timeline, all I have to do is manage the flow of time and prevent any further branches. Hence, the TVA. Timekeepers in a highly efficient bureaucracy, hence ages, hence... You're welcome.
Don't even know what to do with all of that.
You came to kill the devil, right?
Wow.
Well, guess what? I keep you safe.
It's the weirdest thing ever.
And if you think I'm evil,
Evil.
well, just wait till you meet my variants.
That's genius.
TVA, it works. You kill me and destroy all this, and you don't just have one devil, you have an infinite amount. Or,
God.
you two run the thing.
You're lying. Why would you give up being in control?
I'm tired. And I'm older. This game is for the young,
Wow.
hungry. It's not personal, it's practical.
It was personal to me.
Oh, grow up! Grow up, Sylvie! Murderer, hypocrite. We're all villains here. We've all done horrible, terrible, horrific things.
Wow.
You have a chance to do them for a good reason.
This is the craziest shit I've ever seen. This is not at all the villain I anticipated seeing. Seems like everyone's initial guess was correct. But boy, is this weird. This is weird. What in the hell is going on? This guy is...
We just crossed the threshold. So I fibbed. I fibbed earlier when I said I know how everything is going to go to a certain point, and that point was about 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds ago. But now I have no idea how the rest of this is going to go.
This is what happens at the end of time. And now you're just gonna sit there with all that freedom and let us decide your fate.
Yes! What's the worst that can happen? You either take over and my life's work continues, or you plunge your blade in my chest and an infinite amount of me start another multiversal war, and I just end up right back here anyways. Reincarnation.
Weirdest
baby.
villain ever.
It's just another lie. Another
Refreshing, though.
manipulation.
I am like out of it. This is the weirdest shit ever.
What if he's saying the truth?
So what? He's a liar, Loki.
So am I. And I don't think he was lying. Not about that. Insane? Yes. Maybe he was telling the truth.
Better hurry. Timeline's already branching.
So what are you suggesting?
I'm just suggesting we think about it.
And what precisely is there to think about?
Weren't you listening to what he was saying? That's the gambit. Remove the dictator and what fills the void.
You want the throne.
I know the TVA has hurt us both. But what if by taking him out, we risk unleashing something even worse? I promise you from my heart, this isn't about a throne.
Or was I thinking trusting you? Has this whole thing been a con?
Evil Loki's master plan comes together. Oh, you never trusted me, did you? What was the point? Can't you see? This is bigger than our experience.
Why aren't we seeing this the same way?
Because you can't trust. And I can't be trusted.
Then I guess we're in a pickle.
Kill me! Take your throne!
It's weird to even hear Loki like cry out like that. No.
Sylvie, stop!
That was cool.
I've been where you are. I've felt what you feel. Don't ask me how I know. All I know
Made me cry.
is I don't want to hurt you. I don't want a throne.
Oh my god.
I just
Watching this.
want you to be okay.
Oh my god. This is Loki, guys. Oh my gosh.
But I'm not you.
Oh, it sucks.
Aren't you gonna beg for your life?
You don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm freaking out.
See you soon.
Things are about to get real bad soon. Aha! They're literal branches. It's genius.
Who said anything about turning back?
For all time.
Always.
He really was an interesting villain. He just laid out their options for them, acted very like calm about the entire situation, and ultimately just did what it did. Is Sylvie responsible for multiverses intersecting with each other? This was like the setup for Spider-Man No Way Home or something. Wow. Broken Loki. Loki. He just needed a moment, I guess.
We made a terrible mistake.
What's done?
Oh my god.
We freed the timeline.
Everything. He knows everything. It's
It's
complicated.
terrifying.
Okay?
What division are
What?
you from?
What are you talking about?
This is
What's your
insane.
name?
They really are almost setting him up as a
Boots on the
possible
ground now, archives.
new Thanos. Oh my god. Oh my god. This was a great episode, mostly because it was so heavy and wild. I loved this show. I love how we're left where we're left off with this, because that makes sense why they are putting What If after this, and then we're going to get into other movies. So yeah, how hugely grand that, like, really long scene, how hugely grand it is in importance in this whole entirety of all this stuff. It's just crazy. It wasn't the House of Ideas, but in an essence, it still kind of served a little bit of that purpose. It had more of the shape of the House of Ideas, I think, than other things. But yeah, no, it was not the same thing. I love this evolution of Loki in this series so far. I love how far he's come in such a short time. But it's funny I say in a short time, because what is time here? I love the way that they portrayed him as a villain, Kang, where he's just kind of like casual and yet so terrifying because he has so much power. And I just love the way that he was presented. It was so genius and out of left field. I almost wonder if, like, at some point these kind of huge changes are going to affect them mentally as well, if certain things just show up while he's in it. I don't know. Obviously, we're going to see Loki in Thor Love and Thunder, because I think they fixed that with this. And it's going to be interesting because it is kind of our same Loki, but it's also not the same Loki. Sylvie's probably coming along. I'm assuming she'll be a part of... oh my God, that'd be crazy. Here's a fan theory. What if Valkyrie and Sylvie were the ones who fell in love in Love and Thunder? Oh, poor Loki. Just throwing it out there. Weird idea. Maybe that's the actual love triangle, though. Maybe it's, you know, Loki, Sylvie, and that's a bit far-fetched. That's a bit far-fetched. I'm just trying to think of, like, how they're going to implement this love triangle that I've heard so much about in Love and Thunder. And then obviously Kang is going to be detected, I guess, with Pym's tech. I don't know. Somehow they pick it up and then they're like, cool, let's get to stopping this. And then I don't know how outside of Earth, how Ant-Man and the Wasp are ever going to contend with this guy. Like, he seems so beyond overpowered to the nth degree that it's like, you're going to make him the villain of Ant-Man and the Wasp movie? Like, really? What is going on there? But I do think that whatever happens in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, is definitely going to set up Fantastic Four. A lot of people always act like everything in these shows must have an inner meaning that's going to lead to something. And it's cool to read all that stuff. But at the same time, at the end of the day, a lot of people don't realize that most of it is in there for Easter eggs. They like to use stuff. They like to get fan hype. They're doing that even more, I think, as of late than they've been doing ever before. But in the end, Marvel Studios makes up its mind for itself because it knows what will do well outside of just the demand for it. That is slowly changing, but that is mostly true. So anyway, I trust Marvel Studios. They don't make garbage. This show was a lot to reveal. It was the most epic series I've ever seen of anything ever. It just blew my mind. I don't even like what's going on with Wanda now. Like, we may have been watching WandaVision. It was in a different timeline for all we know. It's just, everything about it is so wild. It's cool, but it's just wild. I loved this series. I can't wait to see what happens next with What If. It's been one kind of ride, I guess. I'll put it that way. Since starting this series, and, you know, I will continue to do more of these Marvel shows, and I'll probably do Star Wars to complement these shows, which I guess I'm missing Bad Batch. I haven't seen that yet. Got some ducks to watch. Regardless, up next is What If, so I'm looking forward to that in like a month or two. So, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to be taking a little break because no Loki, so that means until next time when this dude does it again.
Hey guys, it's Kyle from Fan Theory Network. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, or click that bell to stay notified. You can also watch more right there. Do you ever feel like we cut out moments you wish we hadn't? Well, we have full-length reactions that you get a week early over at our Patreon by clicking that little P button right there. We also have exclusive content you won't even find here. Seriously, what are you waiting for? Duh.